Just had a shower, so I gotta do my morning skincare, but I also want to do an update on my perioral dermatitis because it's been a while and there's been some changes. Anua Heart Leaf Toner. My perioral dermatitis has been flaring up recently. For me, I feel like my seasonal allergies have a lot to do with it. I literally have like enough for tonight that I'm done. When seasonal allergy time comes around, my whole body reacts really badly. I deal with the whole like sinus issues, puffy eyes, itchy throat, all of that. But I also feel like my skin gets really inflamed, really irritated. And what happened this time is I feel like my skin did get tight because of inflammation. And that's when this started getting aggravated. Dr. Surical. I did try my best to keep it hydrated, stop it from flaking, but once it's irritated, you can see the redness here. I've gradually started to wake up some days and I can feel tightness here, dry. It feels like it's kind of like stretched, and some days it would even flake. It's not flaking like a huge chunk of skin, but it's just a dry little patch and you see some bits of skin lifting. A lot of you have suggested using azelaic acid and I've been looking into it, and there are options that you can get over the counter, but apparently the best option is to get an azelaic acid prescription. So I called my doctor and I spoke to them and I explained everything that's happening with my skin. I'm gonna put on some of the Perioral unscented centella serum. The doctor had a look at my skin. She suggested taking a course of antibiotics again, and then once it's calmed down, using azelaic acid to keep it under control. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I've started to take my antibiotics. This is the second time I'm doing a course of antibiotics for my perioral dermatitis, but I'm hopeful that after taking this and using the azelaic acid, it'll help keep it in check. The last time I took these, I just took the antibiotics and that was it. Toradin Dive-In Soothing Cream. Another thing that is so important to remember is that using lighter weight products is going to help keep it at bay. Sometimes there's going to be triggers, sometimes it's going to flare up, and it's not going to be due to anything you did. It can just be that your body is freaking out a little bit. Gonna put some K18 in my hair because I love this stuff and it has made such a big difference. I also just want to mention, because I do get comments on some of my videos, people criticizing me or judging me or saying that I have perioral dermatitis because of all the products I use. I have had this since before I even knew what a serum was. My perioral dermatitis is because of having PCOS and the hormonal imbalances that come along with it. There are a lot of skin conditions that can be tied to PCOS. For me, it's not just my perioral dermatitis, it's my seborrheic dermatitis as well. Anything related to your scalp, your hair, your skin can very easily be affected by your hormones. And when you have PCOS, your hormones are what you struggle with the most. Ultimately, it's always going to be trial and error in figuring out what works for your skin. If you're dealing with perioral dermatitis or seborrheic dermatitis and you watch my videos and you see something that works for me, you have to keep in mind that it's not a guarantee that it's going to work for you, even if we're dealing with the same conditions, because our skin is different. We have different bodies. I have still been using the Way Scalp Serum. I love this stuff. I literally just touch the dropper to my scalp and drag it along my hairline. I don't put it on the rest of my scalp because it's pretty expensive and I don't really feel like I need to. Just rub it in, make sure it distributes along my scalp here. When it comes to retinoids and perioral dermatitis, I do my best to make sure I never apply it directly on my chin. But that being said, these products do migrate around your face as you're wearing them. So that's something to keep in mind. I have had perioral dermatitis and seborrheic dermatitis for years, and I personally wouldn't say that using a retinoid has caused flare-ups more often because I've always had flare-ups. When it comes to seborrheic dermatitis, what has been helping me the most is using the Way Scalp Serum, and right now I'm using Selsun Blue along the hairline, and I'm using different shampoos that help with your scalp health. And with my perioral dermatitis, it looks like taking antibiotics and using an azelaic acid will be the magic combo. What works and what doesn't work for these skin conditions will be different for everyone. It's the same with all skincare. Skincare done, hair done. I gotta get some work done. I hope you all have a good day.